Okay, so we are doing a video response to Desert Siren. So she has like tons of tag videos, and I finally started watching her videos. So I'm gonna catch up and do some tags because she says tag her at the end of every single one of those videos, and I was stupid to watch them all, so I have to do them all. Okay, so couples tags. So you guys all know me, and you know a bit about my wife. So this is Laura.
Hey.
Okay, and there's like 28 questions that I had to really struggle to listen to get the actual question. So, here we go. Where did you meet?
Through your roommate.
Yeah, we went through one of my roommates who hooked us up
Cross
with
country.
friends across country. Yeah, so technically it was like online. Right? I guess that would be classified as online, really.
We didn't meet online. We met through a friend that I had met online.
But
so
our
I
relationship
guess
was all long distance, online, text message, never met each other, kind of deal. First date. Honey, when was our first date?
technically, I guess our first date would have been July 15th at 6 p.m. at Sky 360 in Calgary.
There's another question later on that's significant date as well. We had a lot of Skype dates, though. And we watched TV shows together on Skype and movies together on Skype. And we'd be like, okay, I have to go pause it. Or, what did I miss? What did I miss on the show?
We'd sleep together on Skype every night.
Yeah. Your first impression of each other.
What was your first impression of me?
You first.
I'd like to hear you first.
You first.
I always do it first.
You first.
She was a very difficult woman, but worth it. The first time we talked, she told me that if I ever did anything stupid like that again, she'd slap me. So difficult, but worth it.
When I first met Laura, we weren't together. My first impression of her was, I don't know.
Really?
Like, stuck up know-it-all.
Really?
What?
I
Let's be honest, right?
I was a stuck-up know-it-all.
When we first met, yeah. Yes, you were.
I wasn't stuck up.
When did you meet each other's families? So Laura met my family when she actually came here for the first time. Well, did you talk to my dad on Skype before that?
Yeah, but I didn't actually meet him, right?
If Skype counts as meeting, she met my dad like a couple months before she came here to visit for the first time. If not, it would have been like the evening that she first met me in person. Yeah. Which would have been in July of like, holy cow, 2000 and...
You got married, what, 2012?
So 2011? What? When did I meet your family? Pretty much just after, well,
It was
again.
It was a week after I got here.
Yeah.
Because
Unless you
can't-
count Skype meeting as meeting the family. And when we say family, it's not like the whole family, it's like immediate family, like mom, dad, brother. Well, I didn't meet her brother.
I had to meet your lovely brother.
That's because he still lived with us. He's not older like your brother.
What are you trying to say?
You're weird.
I'm weird because my brother's old.
Do you know of any weird obsession that the other has? She has an obsession with video games.
I'm not obsessed with video games. If I was obsessed, I would
She gets up in the morning and has to log on to her War Tunes thing and play War Tunes and has to log on all of our characters. And before that it was Wizard 101. And then
That's
before
not
that
obsession.
it was what Black Ops. Well, Black Ops isn't always obsession. Right now it's Borderlands. Before that it was World Warcraft.
Okay, but you tell everyone that you knew this damn well before we discussed anything. You knew this before I came and met you.
Mm-hmm.
You bought me Black Ops.
That's your obsession. You're gonna accept it and you're gonna love it because it's the only freaking obsession you have.
Your obsession. What is having to be right all the time?
It's not an obsession.
That I accept the fact that sometimes the things I say come out wrong. Like I mean to say refrigerator, but I say toilet or something. And I admit that, but if she
it's
does
not an
that,
obsession. That is not an obsession.
Yes, it is, because you were obsessed with being right and correct. I was a stuck-up know-it-all, so you're gonna accept this obsession and deal with it. And love it.
Uh-huh. How long have we been together? Too long.
Since 2010, right? November 2010.
November 2010.
So 12. So 3? This is our 3rd year together.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, yeah, it is.
You hear that? See? But she thought of it first, didn't you, babe?
What?
Gotta be right.
No, I said you're right.
For once. This is the 2nd time.
But no, it's my obsession.
It is your obsession. But wait. We've already been together for 3 years. We missed our anniversary. It was like the 19th of November.
Yeah, but once you get married, I think the first day you started dating doesn't count as like a celebratory thing.
No, I wasn't going to celebrate it or anything. It's just normally we acknowledge it, but I think it both of us with
after
our jobs.
3 years and the job and stress and
immigration.
Yeah.
Am I worth it? Really?
Do you have any traditions as a couple?
Never go to Sky 360 in our lives again.
We get a couple's ornament every year for Christmas, even though that's only 2 years. But we've decided to get one every year for Christmas.
We decided, remember, to always take a trip to BC to a hot spring. Every year.
Every year.
At least try and make it to BC.
Every year. We went with her mom when she came in February, and Laura had been here for a year and she hadn't been there yet. We just didn't have time or the money, or just haven't had the time. So we decided to go in the freaking middle of winter. Right around.
Go to a hot spring.
Yeah, right around our kind of just before. Was it before anniversary or after anniversary?
I thought
it was
like
before, right?
Yeah.
So we went, and that was fun. So we decided that it was nice, and then once we had money, which we don't have any of, we would try to go twice a year. Once in the winter and once in the summer. It hasn't happened yet. Well, we'll see.
Really? It hasn't happened yet?
It hasn't.
Winter just started, and technically
Winter did not
it's
just
not
start.
even started.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I guess it is.
Halloween marks the first day of winter. Okay. First road trip.
And
No.
my first road trip was
First road trip together.
together. I count the fact of the 3-day road trip with my mother to get to you as a road trip with you. Together, wasn't it, Edmonton?
We went to Drumheller your second day here.
That's true. So first,
They're not really road trips, they're like day trips. So I mean the only road trip we've had was going to Radium. But we want to do a big trip down to Texas though, so that will be a road trip. She wants to go just right straight there. I want to stop places.
if I can only get a week off, it takes, depending on when we go, anywhere from 2 to 3 days.
Yeah, but you can still stop.
I like to drive straight on through. I have problems. I didn't want to stop until we couldn't see in front of us and there was ice on the road on the way here. Keep it up! Keep it up, lady!
First thing you noticed about each other. Isn't that the same thing as like first impression?
No. Because the first impression of you, I did not. The first thing I noticed about you when I first saw you in the airport.
Okay, so we're talking about in person?
I would say so.
Okay.
Your red, bright red, short, pixie cut, spiked hair.
And that's that you were a lot taller than you looked in your videos.
I think that was a compliment.
And that...
Oh, there's a second one?
And that videos don't do justice to the voice. Because you sound a lot different in person than you did on Skype.
I think I sound completely different when we watch this again than I do right here sitting talking to you.
Yeah, but like even when we talk to your aunt on Skype, so as she talks at your parents on Skype, the connection is different, so she sounds different.
That's true.
Makes sense?
Yeah.
Each other's favorite restaurants.
That's... It depends on the day. Some days your favorite restaurant is Asian Buffet. Other days you favorite Olive Garden. It all depends on the day and the mood.
Red Lobster.
Or Olive Garden.
Or Olive Garden.
No. What is it? Tony Roma's or Montana's, depending on who's cooking that food.
Yeah.
But I've never had a bad experience at Tony Roma's. Montana's wasn't that great last time.
Except last time we went to Tony Roma's, someone walked out without paying for their food. And they were like crippled. No offense to anybody, but they had like crutches and like a walker. Yeah, no offense to anybody on that one.
That just goes to show you that no matter what a person looks like, they all deserve the same treatment. Good or bad.
Number one thing argued about.
Who is right?
Favorite things to watch on TV.
Oh, let's go through the list. Walking Dead, Once Upon a Time in Wonderland, which is finally getting good.
Mm-hmm.
Criminal Minds, The Crazy Ones. We watch Guys Grocery Games was pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Chopped.
Cutthroat Kitchen.
Kitchen Nightmares. Hell's Kitchen.
Hotel Hell.
Anything with Gordon Ramsay, pretty much.
For some odd reason, I wonder why she made the mistake of showing her the picture of him topless. Like a gay woman straight.
Who wears the pants in their relationship?
I'd like to sometimes. Trust me, I just want to backhand her, but...
Here is domestic abuse.
I said I want to, not that I do. You're the one who... She puts me in a crate at night and gives me this little dish of water, and so far there's this mold floating on top of the water. She won't refill it.
Yes, at the hospital it's like this thing where we have to ask you if there's domestic violence going on. So is there domestic violence? And that was our answer. And I just kind of was like... And then just started laughing hysterically. So.
Like, she just pushed me down the stairs. That's why my elbow's fractured. I didn't fall.
Okay, so this is going to be a question just for her to answer, because I'm not going to answer this one, because the list is way too long.
Excuse me, is this a good thing or...
One food the other doesn't like.
Yeah.
This is the pickiest eater. Not the pickiest. I've seen worse, but she's so picky. So you're going to answer that question about me, because I'm not answering that question.
One food you won't eat?
Mm-hmm.
One food you won't... Black olives. Olives of any kind. But I'll eat them.
I'm very open-minded on food, but olives are bullshit.
Only eat Brussels sprouts.
Drink ordered most often when going out.
Are we talking alcoholic or regular?
Both.
Depends on where we are. If it has Canada Dry Ginger Ale, she will order that. She's in the mood for Fizz, Sprite, otherwise Pepsi, fountain drink going home, Dr. Pepper. Out, porn star. Or a strawberry daiquiri. See? And I'm the bad one who's never right.
Jaeger bomb.
No, I stopped Jaeger bombs.
Jaeger bomb.
Jack and Coke.
I was getting there.
No, I don't want to do Jaeger bombs anymore though.
Jack and Coke. There was a shot that we had called apple pie that she just wants to drive halfway across the city to get. And Mountain Dew, I think, is like the go-to drink for her, pretty much. Or tea. We're drinking a lot of tea lately, but that's because of my old job. So look.
You have a problem with Mountain Dew?
Size shoe. What's your shoe size?
Yours is like a 9.5 to 10, depending on the place, right? In women's.
Women's. There's like what, 13 in men.
Oh, fuck!
I don't know.
A 12 in men's.
That's close enough.
No, that's like my brother's shoe size.
It's close enough. Favorite sandwich. What's my favorite sandwich?
The roast beef one at the Saucy Bread Company. It's not roast beef, it's Black Forest ham.
There's this place called Saucy Bread Company. So freaking good. And yours. It's the same thing. Pretty much we'll eat the same type of sandwiches, just the different toppings. So, like, I like condiments. She doesn't.
It's not ranch.
She likes to load hers up with olives. I like to load mine up with pickles and tomatoes and onions and anything else other than olives. Little tiny bit of lettuce. Just a little tiny bit of lettuce.
I can order her sandwich from memory, but she has to ask mine every time.
No, I don't. It's meat and olives. That's it.
What do you
Maybe ranch.
Maybe ranch.
Okay. Next. Favorite cereal.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch for you. Huh?
Does oatmeal count as a cereal?
Oatmeal is a hot cereal.
Okay, so then hers would be her new cookies and cream oatmeal. Or her Reese's Pieces oatmeal. Or her Lucky Charms.
It's not Reese's Pieces oatmeal. It's Reese's
Your favorite
Puffs.
is like Golden Grams, right?
No, my favorite is Reese's Puffs mixed with Nesquik.
We have all of those in the kitchen. Favorite music?
I think we're very versatile when it comes to music.
As it comes to anything gospel, because then that creeps me out.
But right? I mean, we have our witchy Wicca music going on right now, and in another video you'll hear, like, Falling in Reverse and Escape the Fate. It all depends.
Depends on the mood. I think more and more people nowadays are becoming versatile on what music they like.
And then sometimes I get in the car and I turn the iPod on, she's been listening to country. It just depends.
Favorite sports team? You don't really have a favorite sports team. Like as a couple.
We've never really sat down and watched sports together because you're not a sports watcher, and she converted me from NFL, which is American football, to CFL, which is, if you ever get a chance to look it up, and it is so much better. Just, if you're looking at it for the action course, I think the first 4 minutes I watched, there were 3 injuries. And they got back up and they played. So is that, I think we would go more towards the Stampeders and the Flames, right? Just strictly on the fact that we're in Calgary.
We live here.
Yeah. Even though they're not that great.
Stamps made it to the quarterfinals.
First year in how long, though?
Like 3?
That's a long time. They gotta make it like every 1 to 2 to beat.
I didn't follow it last year. They might have made it. I don't know.
I don't know.
And the game was like the other day. I don't know if they made it past that. So.
Yeah.
Anyways. I don't like this one, so I'm not going to ask this one. It was just, who's your best friend?
Well, technically you'd marry your best friend, right?
Yeah, but like outside of marriage, we don't really converse with people for hermits, so. My friends are you guys! And her.
I don't like associating with people in person most of the time. I don't like people. And look, prime example, what happened when we went out today?
People here when it snows are nuts.
And then when it gets too hot, they're nuts. It's just, either it's, 10 degrees Celsius or everyone is crazy.
Yeah, pretty much. Your brain starts to freeze and everything just goes fuzzy.
Or it melts.
What can the other spend hours doing? Video games.
Actually, I cannot spend as long as I used to. I have to put this game down.
Computer game.
True. Yes. Or writing. I fall asleep writing half the time. She yells at me, there's a pin mark in our mattress because I fell asleep writing and
There's a giant ink spot on our mattress. Okay, what's mine?
Yours?
Come on,
I think you could honestly make videos for hours and be happy.
I don't know. I like drawing. And working on my witchy stuff.
That was working on your witchy stuff because drawing you sit down. You know, I've seen her get in the zone, but not just like sit there. But she sit here and asked me, and we've worked on the Book of Shadows for like 4 hours straight before. So when it comes to that, we kind of get in this Wicca zone, and it's just.
I used to write stories all the time. I have this binder full of stories. And one time my little brother that I absolutely despise, and we never got along as kids, did this like book report on me. About how he admired my drive and how I was writing this story about these like mythological people. And I'm like, how do you know what I'm writing about? I get into zones, so.
And she gets into moods, it's like her music.
If the other could live anywhere, where would it be?
Europe.
That's too broad. Germany.
No. But then you like Italy. Or, if it wasn't like it was, you live in Vatican City. Strictly for the artwork. And I think I'd agree with you there.
I liked Florence. Florence was pretty.
Italy, right?
Florence is in Italy, yeah.
See?
Florence is where Michelangelo's David statue is. It's a very artsy-fartsy city.
Artsy fartsy? It's fartsy artsy!
That's what I said the other day. You should make fun of me. And just make fun of me again!
I'm not making fun of you, I'm correcting you there.
I thought you said Germany was where you wanted to live.
To a point, but at the end of the day, the fact that people can legally drink when they're like 16 there.
What's wrong with that? I drank anyways. I was 16 of legal drinking age here in good old Alberta. It's 18, whereas everywhere else, except for Nova Scotia and like other couple places, is 19. All of you suckers down in the United States at 21.
And there's some places in the United States that won't even let you buy a scratch off until you're 21.
No, you can do everything at 18 here.
Unless you're in BC.
Yeah. Or other places. It's 18 or 19. Either way, still better than 21. Where was I? Where was your first kiss and how was it?
Her bedroom in her parents' house. I sat down on the bed, on the edge of the bed. Because I told her I refused to kiss her in the airport. It just didn't seem right to me. I waited and I just kind of lunged. I was scared.
How was it?
I thought it was amazing, but I'm sure on your end it wasn't.
It was okay.
Thanks. See, this is what I get. Wonder why my self-conscious isn't very good.
This is a question for you. Since the next one pertains to the same thing.
Why am I getting most of the questions?
When did you know she was the one?
I don't know. I mean, if I could explain that, then I could figure out how and why, right? I don't know, one day it was just kind of like I knew. And, my cousin's boyfriend told me, what happens if you get there and she just isn't who you expect? Well, it was just one of those feelings that you get, and I just knew that I wanted to spend the rest of my life with her. So I can't tell you when. I think that would kind of ruin the whole knowing experience as well if I could explain it.
When did you propose and how?
July 15th.
First day we met in person.
Well, I was gonna wait, but then I thought, how am I supposed to sit here and be silent about this thing in my pocket? Right? Just to make it. So, and then I took her to Sky 360. I made reservations in the States. And I excused myself to go to the bathroom right after she ordered dessert. And I went and I gave the waitress the ring. And she went, "You got gelato, sampler." Look at this, but I can't remember what I did yesterday. And I had them put put the ring in the middle gelato, and they wrote in chocolate sauce, "Will you marry me?" on the plate.
It's baby. It's green, but you can't see it. But it's green. And why is it green?
Because green is your favorite color. One of them, and your favorite gem is an emerald.
Mm-hmm. Who said I love you first?
I don't know. Was it me? That was...
I think it was me. I think I let it slip.
So how come you didn't have to answer the question of when did you know I was the one? Because if you said
You were the one that proposed.
Still, you're the first one who said I love you. Not that I didn't say it back, but just...
It's a little bit different saying I love you and the one.
It's not necessarily true.
Yes, it is. So I said I love you to many people.
Thank you.
So have you, don't even.
Not many of people. I think 2, 3.
Oh, we don't know. The jury's out on that question. And then last one unique quality about the other.
Unique quality? Like, what do you mean?
So no matter what type of mood I'm in, whether it be pissy or sad or angry and cranky with her or whatever, she somehow always manages to make me fucking smile.
So that's what you mean. Quality-wise.
Come on.
Well, I don't really have, I don't know. It's... You're always able to make me feel reassured of myself. And make me know that, I'm not down at the bottom of the rung, that I'm worth something. And I'm worth something to you, and you always have this way of showing and telling me that, no matter what.
I would hope so. That's what the second ring on that finger means. Okay, well, that's it. 27 long minute video.
27 long minutes, see? If it wasn't on video, it would have been, she said it right.
But anyway, so if you've watched this, and you haven't done it yet, tag your it.